So this first piece is medicine for the root chakra, and it is entitled Aquarius Season, or 28,175,000,000 heartbeats. And it's in dedication to my father. It is a sad one. I'm gonna take you up from there. Sad girl shit. So place your hands on your legs.
Which one?
Either one, whichever hand is free. Just not. That's next. Right here. Okay. And repeat this affirmation. I am grounded.
I'm grounded.
I am rooted.
I am rooted.
I am connected to ancestral love and guidance.
I am connected to ancestral love and guidance.
You knew I loved music, just like you. You knew I loved everything pink, the opposite of your baby blue. You knew I loved cats and Disney and cooking in the backyard with onion grass and talking to snails and sliding down handrails. You knew I loved the protection of your shadow and reading and sneaking dirty movies and dolls with big houses and flipping pages and channels. You knew I loved to ride shotgun, but didn't mind the back seat as long as I was with you. When I was born and you held me close, in between your shifts at work, maybe singing, oh, sweet child of mine. Did you see your reflection in me? Did I renew fatherhood in you? When you put me down, hands unsteady, tears unfamiliar, did I feel normal? Did I make you happy? When I was 2 and it was snack time, did you feed me apples? When I was 5 and I laughed, did it startle you to hear your sound copied and thrown back at you? Did you miss me when I was 16? Sometimes I let my mind wander. Let it create realities like what life would be like if you never lost a battle nor rode a pyre into the sunset on a cold February night. But then I remind myself, life isn't the blank page they tell you it is. And sometimes memories don't have color, and their scents die away. And then I try to forget the ash staining my funeral dress and the pretty funeral shoes that pinched my feet anytime it was stand up. So sorry for your loss. Me too. Sit down, stand up. Sorry. The pain of losing you etched onto my face and reflected in every soul trying to console a girl who hadn't even considered what death meant. I prayed at your grave. I ripped grass from roots in anger. I watched the dirt fall from my hands, rocks, the bones of millennia falling through my fingertips, encrusting my fingernails, caking my knees. A feeling grew, a stirring, rising from my depths, my guttural bellows, my sobs. I wept my hopes and dreams across you, hoping to inspire your flesh, hoping you'd rise. I remember your voice. The words you left behind tremble at the loneliness they feel. A longing for the voice that once spoke them. They cower in corners, lingering in the planks of wood that used to echo your presence, too afraid to ride breezes into sullen ears. I find myself weeping after midnight sometimes. He's been dead for 20 years. I shout into the phone, complaining to mommy about something we can't control or change. It's been 23, she says. She knows the exact number of years, months, days, and hours since you've been gone. She's been counting ever since. I know it's been 28,175,000,000 heartbeats, approximately. Thank you.
Wow. Woo! Wow.
This next piece is medicine for the sacral chakra, and it's entitled Sun. Place your hands on your pelvis and repeat this affirmation. I embrace the sacred fire and passion within me.
I embrace the sacred fire and passion within me.
Y'all ever seen Harlem Nights?
Yeah.
That's right.
My favorite movie, one of my favorite.
Yeah. Hey, I wanted you to know I thought about you today. My temperature rose way higher than I expected it to. I'm not sure if I'm infatuated or fluctuated, but what I do know is that I'm glad you waited a bit, double back to chat a bit, so that I could get a whiff of the Chanel still lingering from this morning when you put 2 spritz on either side of your throat, right beside where I'd like to place pink glossy lips and eventually chocolate thighs. I am sorry. I tend to spiral a bit. What was your name again? My nerves are completely shot in. Do I smell you on my fingertips? It must be some sort of hallucination, like a night of laughter and red illumination. You spoke, I listened, I sang, we reminisced. I lived in my head a bit. Admittedly, I might look at you religiously. Admittedly, most niggas is bitches to me. And after I love them, I set them free. But you, magically, magnificently, have transformed my view of what a man could be or should be. But you could use some sun on your face.
What's the sun?
It's amazing that I'm even willing to let you in. You should know. Every day of my singleness, I have chosen body pillow instead of body, vibrator instead of vibrato, cautious to never let another fuck nigga nor ditty bitch share the same linens as me. You see, I identify as picky cell. I'm real choosy about who gets to bask in my sun, play in my fun. The gift of my presence is worth more than a million or trillion, and while I could go on and on, waxing poetically about how if I were to throw my pussy in the air, it would turn into sunshine. But love, actions speak louder than words. And so I was wondering, when was the last time you paused to have some sun on your face?
No love.
So I actually make a yoni steam blend that is called Sunshine Pussy. You can visit my retail space. I'll give you the address later on. But did you get the Harlem Nights reference?
Yeah, we with you.
I'm glad. All right, this next piece is medicine for the solar plexus chakra, and it's entitled Native New Yorker.
Hey.
And pay attention, it's quicker than a crackhead. Okay. Place your hands on your belly and repeat this affirmation. I know who the fuck I am.
I know who the fuck I am.
Yes.
And do it. Mama ain't raised no fool, she raised a savage. Promise if I see it and want it, I'm gon' have it. Gifted and talented, bitch. I ain't average. Professional struggle with shit I already mastered. I am the smash hit, bitch. Sit there and absorb this wild shit I spit. I'm not a rapper, I'm barely a poet. I'm just having fun with this.
Hello.
Watch me switch and flip into some artistic shit. Head so far up my ass, I am my own plug. Fuck you, then fuck me. I call that self-love. Watch me flip and switch into some artistic shit. Head so far up my ass, I am my own plug. Fuck you, then fuck me. I call that self-love. I'm in the spotlight like a glove. I OJ you while listening to the OJs with a cup of OJ juice. I'm unstable. I'm you, but I stay cool and elevate to heaven like old saints do. That just means I get high. That just means I get by. I don't really know why I cry sometimes, but a tear from my eye can't stop my shine or my fire burning inside. I am a self-sustaining universe. And you may curse the fact that I exist, but who cares? You could suck my dick.
Oh!
This next piece is medicine. This next piece is medicine for the heart chakra.
Woo.
And it is entitled, it's a longer piece, warning, but
Like you just
It
rapped
is
off the
entitled
album, like.
Black Women When Searching for Love Turns to Love, Draft 3.
Oh.
And this poem was a summertime reflection on the search for love, and is a little bit of call and response. Don't worry, you'll know exactly where to come in. Place your hands on your heart and repeat this affirmation. I love me first.
I love me first.
The heaviest part of the summer had come. When retrogrades make planets fall over themselves to go back and right things they turned wrong. Lightning bugs hover in night skies, casting silhouettes against sticky painted walls. As temperatures rise, so too does the desire to sweat with another. The grip of loneliness that clawed at necks and backs and loins for months on end reaches its peak between peaked knees, arched backs, and softly soaked mattresses. It's not the lack of conjunction between heavenly bodies that weighs itself upon my spirit. That's something so easy to come by that all I gotta do is go outside. It's the lack of inside jokes and matched steps and breaths and strokes. The missing puzzle piece being the warmth of another soul who is capable of reciprocating the regard and touch I tenderly give. Turn to your neighbor and say, neighbor, I tenderly give this love to any soul who needs.
I tenderly give this love to any soul who needs.
A love I gave to every nigga, bitch, and in between who needed to draw a sip of spirit to keep them alive for longer than they anticipated.
Hold it down, hold it down. Hold it down.
A love I gave to every nigga, bitch, and in between who needed to draw a sip of spirit to keep them alive for longer than they anticipated being. Turn to your neighbor and say, neighbor. At one point, I barely had enough for me.
At one point, I barely had enough for me.
You know, I got mad one day and built a ladder up to God's throne because I thought she was ignoring my prayers. I told my own mama that she ain't no pain like mine. The loneliness threatened to burn everything I held dear. One day, love brought me sunflowers. They taught me to angle my gaze to the sky, to keep sun in my belly, fire in my heart, light in my throat. When I shine, you shine. Turn to your neighbor and say, neighbor.
Neighbor.
I want to feel skin that isn't my own.
I want to feel skin that isn't my own.
You know, I prayed this to the sun. Her sunflowers. I left prayers and tears and years of offerings to soak down to their roots. I'd hope my prayers reached my roots. A goddess I know said, we give love, my sister. As she kissed forehead after forehead after forehead, imploring souls to love, to give love, but at what cost when no one seemed to find the time to give it back? Turn to your neighbor and say, neighbor.
Neighbor.
I boxed up love.
I boxed up
I
love.
hid it from myself.
I hid it from myself.
Damn.
It felt safer to box up love and hide it away in the recesses of my mind, hoping that if I ignored it, maybe the lack of it wouldn't be so big. But I remembered how ugly the world looked when I had nothing and no one to love. When I treated love as a thing bestowed upon me instead of the beautiful thing hiding behind bitter blood, brittle bone, and fat. I reached my hands deep within and found something so bright that it eclipsed all the things that never really mattered anyway. Turn to your neighbor and say, neighbor. I became so self-centered.
I became so self-centered.
Well, guess what, y'all? I became so self-centered that when I finally got my head up my own ass, I imploded into a supernova, radiating out the love I found in the last so long. Shine. It's a mutual glow drawn one to another like moth to flame or lightning bug to lightning bug. May the magnetism of my soul pull you to a path of love. Love of self, of life. Something more than just empty love or mama's love, but a love that makes one take notice of how beautiful the moonrise is on the BQE right by the promenade. I'm committed to a path whose guiding light is love, so of course I find you. Thank you.
Yeah.
My tea, please. I just need a sip of tea. Thank you. This is an amazing lineup. I'm privileged to be a part of it. This next piece is Medicine for the Throat Chakra, and it's entitled Earth Song 2024. It's an angry poem to remind you to speak up about the injustices around us.
Yes, I love angry.
Place your hands on your throat and repeat this information. My voice has power.
My voice has power.
Ooh, that felt good.
That's right.
Take me back to the motherland. Back to when I was walking on sands and dancing under suns and moons, or maybe praying at volcanoes before they stole me and subjugated me and impregnated me so that I would pump out bastard after bastard after bastard just to feed their system more bones and more souls. I know why the black soul sings. It sings from project windows. It screams in the middle of darkness, crying out to ears turned silent to any suffering that does not match their own. Every time a human life is lost, someone somewhere finds the breath to justify it. Are you not ashamed or maybe entertained by how the world continues to change? These aren't the times they all wish for. They are the times we were all warned of. Who shall inherit the earth if they stomp out all the meek? If the meek survive, what earth is left to inherit?
Wow.
What a wonderful world. One where rich folk get to have hobbies where they might die. A world where every day I wake up hoping I don't die. A world where we were freed from the tyranny of slavery only to take the same job for half the pay a white man makes. What a vibe. What a time to be alive, but for how long? Who shall inherit the earth if they stomp out all the meek? If the meek survive, what earth is left to inherit? Gil Scott Heron once said the U.S. was a toilet bowl overflowing with the consequences of its creation. Well, shit has hit the fan in this nation. A land robbed from its people and populated with hate, hurt, and hubris. It's the great American crisis, the bastardization of democracy. It's not a prophecy to say that one day all this will crumble. The proof is all around us. It's hard being surrounded by people who will watch you burn and wouldn't even spit at you, piss at you, or shit at you. That's why the war we fight is spiritual, ideological, and based on capital. Who shall inherit the earth if they stomp out all the meat? And if the meat survive, what earth is left to inherit? I find myself screaming for an earth who shakes and cracks but has no voice to cry out. Screaming for every soul ripped from its lands. Screaming for every land stolen from its souls. I'll scream until the end. You'll find me on the corner, on the soapbox, screaming about the inmates, screaming about how to get free, screaming like Michael, screaming, 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 screaming.
Yes. Let's. Wow.
Y'all hype me up. Y'all gave me a lot of energy.
This is really doing this shit.
Yeah.
This next piece
Thank
is
you.
Medicine for the Third Eye Chakra, and it's entitled Anxiety, or the time my heart wouldn't stop racing at 2 a.m.
Ooh.
And it's a reminder to not let your fears cloud your third eye.
It's a shot and jump.
Place your hands on your third eye and repeat this affirmation. I release all fear.
I release all fear.
It is well.
It is well.
Anxiety. Maybe an old friend, but for sure the ultimate hater.
Oh, girl. Come on. Come on. That's the one.
Anxiety is fucking with me. Keep it funky with me. Do you really think I'm pretty? Or is that what you say whenever my touch brings you closer to divinity? Anxiety. She's back again. Got me questioning friends. Am I a bestie or a chess piece? Am I someone you hold close to your chest piece to stay abreast of what's going on with me? Just to one up me. Anxiety made me tell off my mama, break up with my partner, and pack my things to move to California. Maybe if I go sit in this corner, all that feeling will die off like bad habits sometimes do. Anxiety making me question who's who, what's true. Heart racing too fast, boom, boom, boom. Thoughts faster than a crackhead on Saturday night. Sorry.
You got it, girl.
Let's go,
Don't say
girl.
sorry. What the fuck? It's your stage, sis.
I'm always so worried about messing up when I get
Don't. For what? Anxiety? Anxiety, girl. Girl, you good. It ain't nothing to worry about.
Side things, I ain't that bad. She's still a bald-headed hoe.
She's gagged up.
Fears of someone creeping through my window. Fears of the po-po. Fears that once I get what I want, I just want more. Anxiety. She please release your grip on me. I'm just trying to get some sleep. Anxiety got my eyes shifted in and out of focus. I know this is all just in my head, and notice I ain't say I want to be dead, just filled with a little less dread. Maybe more hope instead.
Wow.
I yell to the heavens, God, what more do you want from me?
Really be feeling like
God
that.
looked down and replied, bitch, just breathe. Don't let that anxiety be the only thing you see. Let light from within show you the path you seek. Never be afraid of the next step, and remember that anxiety dies on the other side of a deep breath. So ever since Sunday at 2:22 a.m., I've been breathing, just being, heart beating, good sleeping and cloud dreaming. I refuse to be another black woman taken out by aneurysm or stroke from a system meant to choke me into submission, telling me that my life's mission is to be afraid of success, but it's the only thing that comes natural to me. Okay? So now when I refuse to be another black woman taken out by aneurysm or stroke from a system meant to choke me into submission, telling me that my life's mission is to be afraid of success, when it's the only thing that comes natural to me. Hell yeah! Now when anxiety comes around, I get the hands and feet.
Yeah!
Remind myself to breathe. Anxiety, you can't beat me.
Woo!
This last piece is medicine for the crown chakra.
Right.
And it's entitled Woman in Transition.
Okay.
Place your heads on your crown and repeat this affirmation. I am in alignment with my sacred purpose.
I am in alignment with my sacred purpose.
I'm transitioning from grown woman to goddess. Figuring out what it means to be a hoochie but still modest.
Yeah.
I'm talking goddess energy. Crystals, waist beads, and Reiki, the things I already do, but finding ways to be more spiritual and less little sis. I'm trying to bring the sun to you so that you can glow too. When I shine, you shine. I shine like diamonds and icicles.
Yes.
I shine like sunshine because everything is reciprocal. I shine, you shine, we shine together. That's divinity. The goddess in me sees the God in you. You're king and queen like energy. It's Emmé, not Emmé. My accent is just a little costly to remind you to say Ashe in my vicinity. Because when it's me, you, and God, we form Trinity. I see the sun and I see, hey twin, because in it I see me.
Yes.
When I shine, you shine, we shine so lovely. Words match my vibe, I'm so bubbly. And I'll pop off if anybody fuck with me.
Okay.
That's still my goddess like energy.
That's right.
You see me transforming into who I was always meant to be. Screaming to heaven to rain blessings down on me. Protection around my head because I don't want your funked up energy. Can't you see I am someone who lay flowers at her feet? When I think of me, what do I see? A radiant being prayed into being the baby of my family. When I think of me, what do I see? A radiant being praying to be greater than what your eyes can see. I am the great I am. Within me is the great I am. I want you to understand that God flows to me and through me. So when I say whole shit, just know that is God speaking. I am statuesque in my presence, but my heart ain't stone. Transforming from princess and protest to goddess, amplifying and beautifying my spirit's home. Transforming into who I was 2 lifetimes ago, the high priestess. Transforming into the disciple who had a secret handshake with Jesus.
Yeah!
I am an answered prayer. When Mama and Daddy and Sister held hands, they formed Trinity and brought me forth a gift from divinity. I am transitioning into who I was called into this lifetime to be. I am a goddess.
Yeah!
Woo!
Yes, girl. Woo! Wow. Wow.
Thank you so much, y'all, for your attention, for your energy. Thank you to World Studios and your whole team. Thank y'all, everybody. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you so
Cheer.
much for having me. Once again, my name is Emmé De La Soul, and I'm an answered prayer and hoochie priestess from Red Hook, Brooklyn. I sell a little bit of everything except for pussy and crack. But I'm primarily offer workshops, energy healing sessions, well women herbal products, tarot and divination, and stage performances. You can follow me at EMMEDELASOL. And I have a lot more to say. It's gonna be real quick. Keep up. Visit my retail space at 105 Grand Street in Williamsburg. It's fantastic. Come see me on April 10th in Jersey City. It'll be dope. I also have a virtual feature on March 29th. I'll post about that. Follow me for more details. Go view my art. I am a visual artist too. It is on display at Brooklyn Art House. And hopefully I'll see you at Writers United Open Mic on March 28th.